I don't know what to do with myself. I really don't. I love you. I've been so excited about this. I've been talking about it. Y'all meet the amazing Peggy Sue Wright.
Well,
And your performing name was Peggy Sue.
yeah.
One of the three Lynn sisters, Loretta, you, and then Crystal Gale.
And I have another sister, Betty Ruth.
That's right. Can we start off just singing the hook together? Don't come home a-drinkin' with lovin' on your mind.
You got it.
Lord, oh, Miss Peggy. So a lot of
How
people...
many times have you done that?
That's the only time in my life I've ever sang that with you.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So, you know, we know the story because of Coal Miner's Daughter, of Loretta and Mooney, Do Little Do. And a lot of people think the song was inspired by him, but it was not.
No, it was not.
What happened?
I was living in Wabash, Indiana at the time, and I started writing. I thought, well, if Loretta can do it, you know, there's got to be something to it. So I started writing songs. And she came through town on her way. She was working, I think, in Missouri. And she stopped at Mommy's, and Mommy said, Loretta, Peggy's got a song I think you ought to listen to. So they called me, and I went over to Mommy's house and got in there, and I was singing it. Loretta said, well, okay, you want to come to Nashville with me? So jumped in the car with her that night, came to Nashville, and she said, told Ron Bradley that Peggy's got a song that you need to listen to. So she sung the first verse, and he said, well, go back to the office and get it together and bring it in. We'll cut it tomorrow.
He knew then it was going to
Yes.
be amazing.
He knew something was up.
Well, what did inspire it? It was your own personal situation, right?
My old man, he would go out.
And not the one we love sitting over here in the
No,
corner. We love
no.
Sonny, so yeah.
But I could have wrote it about it.
Well, you could write it about most of us,
Yes,
right?
I
So
could.
yeah.
But he would go out at night and get a drink, come in, you know, and most of the nights I would make sure I was asleep, pretend I was asleep or something. But then when he'd get a little drunk, I'd come in and he'd jump on the foot of the bed. You know, come in there and act like Tarzan.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that...
But he forgot he's messing with James.
Yes, he did. So one night, I thought, well, I'll fix him up. Because he never would turn on the light. Well, I moved the bed.
Oh.
And he come running in there and jumped onto what he thought was the foot of the bed. And it was in the middle of the floor. Why are you trying to kill me or something? And
Maybe.
and I said, well, no, cleaning house. And, he didn't do that for a while after that one. But I thought, well, I'm going to just kind of write a little song about this and see what happens. And
Wow.
after all these little episodes, it started falling into place, and it was just like a life that you live. I didn't know that people thought it was a dirty song. I just thought, well, it's a truth.
And I would argue that by today's standard it's not, but it's life.
Yeah, it was,
And it's happened to everybody. And I'm going to suggest something. I think that was the start of female empowerment in country music. Because after that, Loretta did The Pill and all these other songs. But I believe you started that conversation. I really do, Miss Peggy.
Well, it's a thing that happens just life.
Yeah,
and,
just life.
But I didn't really aim for it to cause a problem.
Well,
And then after that, I wrote my second song, which was the second song that I recorded, called I'm Getting Tired of Babying You. Because the first thing, after they get drunk, will you get me some water?
yeah.
I'll never do this again.
I can't get past moving the bed.
Y'all, that was the best thing that
I love you.
I think that kind of taught him a lesson a little bit, that I'll just come in and lay down and go to
Well,
sleep.
I seriously do think, and I've studied this, maybe there's another song, Kitty before Loretta and all that, but y'all really were empowered females. You sing about it, and that inspired another generation and another generation. We don't have the Rebas of this world without you ladies.
Well, I just got to thinking, well, that was the song that started it all.
Yeah, and I think so too.
Dang. But I didn't really get credit for it.
Well, you're getting it now.
It was like the fans got mad whenever I said I wrote the song.
Well, the guy fans may have gotten mad, but those women are back there at least quietly going, yes.
Shut up. Yeah. But they went to Loretta and said, Loretta, you wrote that song. She didn't.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, darn it, I was trying to make it in the business too, but...
So Loretta cuts it. Now, if I remember, Tammy cut it. Tammy Wynette pretty quickly after, but you cut it.
Yeah, I did.
And I loved what you did because you had a pretty nice career of your own in country music. Look at all this.
That was...
And the fact you brought these here, I'm beside myself. But talk about your career for a minute.
Well, when I was on MCA, I did my first record, I'm Dynamite.
Mm-hmm. And you are.
I tried to be, but that one did pretty well for me. And then if I had a 5-year contract with Decca, but I didn't really get to help pick any of the songs that I wanted to put out, because the producer does all that. So I was on there 5 years just struggling. And then Gene Kennedy from Doorknob, he got, we were recorded for him, and I had quite a few in the charts after that in the
You
80s.
sure did.
So,
well, I respect you as a songwriter, and especially after so Bill got Zemos, his Crystal's husband.
Yeah.
I knew his brother and I were in high school speech and debate, so I've known him for years, and Bill's been, you got to do this song, and I'm glad we finally get to do it. Now, do you still perform?
well, I traveled with Crystal from,
Okay.
I think it was from 87 on up till this last year. This year. And I told her, I said, the airplane trips are just not as easy as people think after a while.
And traveling's tougher now than
Yes,
it used
it
to
is.
be. But I want to end this by again pointing out you, and I don't think Loretta does what she gets to do about female empowerment without that song you started.
Me.
But I really think y'all started, and if you weren't around, I was a DJ then when some of that stuff came out. Y'all took some heat over it, as you said. But I thank you because I believe in empowered women, from my mother to grandmother to this staff to my sister. And y'all really started that trend in country music, and you let others open that door a little wider. So I thank you for that.
Well, you are welcome.
I thank you for the song. Now, is there anything I didn't ask you about the song? Because I didn't know about the bed. I don't want to leave any... What else did I not ask?
Well, the other thing that I did to him, he went out one night and got drunk, come in. He passed out in the bathroom. And I thought, well, now, why couldn't he just went to bed and pass out?
Yeah.
But I turned all the registers off in the house, all except the one in the bathroom. Turned the heat on.
Oh, Lord.
I said, I'm paying him back because I knew he had been cheating.
No, wow.
And this was the last draw. And I thought, well, I'll just make him wish that he had ever married me. And I think that did it.
Well, good.
Because he come out of there like he was dead. Which it should.
But again, and young females today need to put this in context. Y'all really stepped out and started a conversation that we still need to advance.
Well, yeah, they need to write songs about true events that happened instead of
and
just
equality.
making up.
Yeah, that's right.
all this stuff. But I love you and you love me.
Well,
Tell the
we are
truth.
so richer for this. This is the highlight of my whole year.
Well, thank you.
So the story behind the song this week for the Tennessean and Tennessean.com, Don't Come Home A-Drinkin with
Loving on your mind.
Miss Peggy Sue Wright. Thank y'all.